Okay, I have tried to do this video like 100 times and I am terrible at videotaping myself. Unless I'm talking to my siblings, then it's totally fine. Welcome to my channel. I am going to show you guys how to paint a flower today on your cheek or on the side of your face. I am going to be teaching you guys how to face paint on this channel, at least as much as I can. I am not a great teacher, but I do know that there's a lot of kids that I face paint that end up really wanting to learn how to do their own faces. And a lot of parents on here too who end up wanting to face paint for their kids' birthdays or just, you know, their kids want them to one day and they want to be a pretty cool parent. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. And with flowers, you can do the side of the face, you can do a crown, you can do the cheeks, you can do it really anywhere. You can do it on your arm. It's one of the most simple face painting designs I find personally, but it looks so elegant and so beautiful, and I always get compliments on it, and people are so impressed on how fast it is. So I really want to show you guys how to do this one. I'm so sorry for how dirty this looks. I was using it yesterday. Forgot to clean everything up, and I will teach you guys how to clean face paints afterwards, or in one of my other videos. But this is my pink. It is my GTX face paint cake. These are usually pretty great to make your own split cakes with, but I personally like using them just to paint because I just go through so much. And then I have GTX white, which I go through a phenomenal amount of, and you will notice that you'll be going through a phenomenal amount. I'm so sorry, I keep looking at the wrong side of the camera. Anyway, I also have my spray bottle. You can get one of these from the dollar store. It also looks gross because I use it a lot for face painting, and well, I use it every time I face paint, and so my face paint gets kind of in there. So I will also teach you how to clean that properly as well, and your brushes as well, if you guys want a video on that. Today I'm going to be trying my Squishy Doodle face paint brushes. I ended up investing in these before Christmas. They are, for somebody who does not have a lot of money, they can be a little bit pricier. However, it is worth it. I believe that the only way that you can get better at something is if you practice, and invest in the tools, the right and proper tools. So if you guys would like, I will show you the difference between face painting with brushes that might not be the best for face painting versus brushes that were quality made for face painting. And same with the face paints. I can show you kind of the difference in that as well. Whatever you guys want in videos. I'm so new to this. I'm so sorry for not being great with this, but I just kind of want to show you guys how to start. So first we have the Squishy Doodle flower petal brush. I absolutely love flower brushes, but if you don't have one, you can just use a round brush. It's a little bit bigger. I don't know if you can, I'm so sorry again. I'm just, ugh. So if you guys would like a video on how to substitute brushes or paints, let me know and I will try my best to help. I've got my pink, I've got my white, and I've got my flower brush, and I've got my spray bottle. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray the pink. Personally, I like having the pink on the outside of the petals. I think some people, it really just depends on what you like, and you can do this with any color. I have done orange and black flowers and they look phenomenal. So I've got the pink on my brush. What you wanna do is just make sure that it's not watery, because if it's watery, it's gonna drip and it's not gonna give the best look. It's just gonna be a mess. You're gonna take this and you're gonna brush off about 1/3 of the brush. You don't have to get it all, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to make sure that there's enough space that you can get some white on it. So now you're gonna spray your white and you're just gonna kind of put that on the third. Whew. Now keep in mind, I'm still not 100% a professional. So what I am doing, I am still learning every single day. Sometimes I ruin the whole face painting and I want to cry and I want to tell myself that I'm not good at it. But then I realize that, oh, I'm still learning. You're never gonna be perfect, are you? Okay, so now I've got this on here and I'm gonna hope that this is not gonna drip. My glasses are off, so I'm also trying really hard to see properly. So we're gonna start just kind of on the side of the face. My arm was in the way when I was doing the video, so here is a quick example of how to do the petals. You just take your brush and you press down gently until there's about 5 or 6 petals there, and then you just add some quick little ones near the flowers. Easy peasy. So I've got, I don't know if you can see that, it's pretty, there we go. I've got a little flower there, right? Doesn't look like much, it's still kind of cute, but you want to add petals to kind of give it a little oomph. So you're gonna kind of get as close to that flower as possible, and you're gonna keep some room too, because we're gonna do some leaves as well. And then we're gonna, I don't know if you can see this. This is hard to do. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. The light is terrible. It's coming from my window. But then we're going to kind of just press down. That's probably too far. Okay, so now we've got our flower and our flower petals. And it kind of just makes a really nice little curve on the face. Okay, now comes the second step. Well, the second thing you're gonna do. You're going to make green leaves. The green really, really pops with this. And you're basically gonna do the same thing with the brush that you did the first time. I'm looking at the wrong side of the camera again. So, you're gonna spray the light green first. You're gonna need your dark green and your light green. Ooh. So we're gonna add the green. I'm gonna make sure it's not too watery, but you also wanna make sure it's not too thick, because then you'll run out before you're done on the petals. So that's what it looks like with the light. You're gonna wash off 1/3 again, or wipe off 1/3, and spray. And then you get, whew, your dark green on top. I really don't know if you can see that properly. So now you're gonna go in between those petals that you have, and you're just gonna add them. So you're gonna add it in between. And you wanna fill it up as much as possible between hand, and add a little one there. So it all kind of looks like it flows really well together. Now I am sorry again, I don't have my glasses. This is a little more complicated without my glasses. Ooh. I guess I'll just add one there, and maybe there. You don't really have to go too hardcore with these ones. So now you have beautiful leaves coming out of it. And so that is the next process with this. Now we are going to use our fairy brush, which is basically just a nice little one, and at the end it can make nice little dots. I noticed that some people like to put yellow in the middle. I personally like to put a little bit of black, and every once in a while little dots of yellow as well. But today I think I'm just gonna do the black, and then we're gonna do some cute little strips of white in there. I think I'll start with the white, because trying to get black off the brush right now would be a pain. So we're gonna go in and just add some little details, because everybody loves details. So we're gonna just kind of do some swirls. You don't have to do these either. These are just, I find, a lot more fun for me. I really like doing some dots near the eyes. And then more swirls. I'm trying so hard not to breathe so I don't ruin it. I hope you can see this. My lighting is so bad right now. I am so sorry. Again, I'm looking at the wrong side of the camera. Oh my God. I'm not gonna get used to this. Okay, so we've got some swirls and we've got some dots. I don't always add swirls. I find that the swirls can be a little much, but some kids really do like the swirly aspect of it. Personally, I think just the dots would be completely fine. I think we're a little overboard with the swirl. We're gonna go on with our GTX black, and you can use the same brush, just make sure it's washed off, and you're gonna spray your black. You're gonna make sure this one's a little more watery than the white. Not too much more, but just enough. Black, when it's thick, can be a little harder because a lot of the times it's used in face painting for the details, and you want nice, thin, smooth lines. So finding the middle ground with that, with the water, is probably your best bet for getting better designs. Okay, so now we have our flowers. This is what it looks like from the side. And that is how you get your flowers done. There are a million different ways you can do your own flowers. This is just the easiest one for me personally, and it didn't come out as good as I had personally wanted. And if I keep practicing without my glasses on, maybe it'll just become muscle memory. Now, for any kids watching, I want you to remember that you're not gonna be perfect the first time, and if you are, good for you, but it's gonna take some practice. And I know it can be a pain seeing somebody else doing this and thinking that they are doing better than you, because I look at people's designs and I think that they're doing better than me, and then I realize that we're all different in our own ways, and we all have different ways of doing things, and all you have to do is find your style and your unique way of doing it. And that usually helps out a lot. If you are just starting off and yours didn't come out the same way, it's okay, because mine didn't come out the way I wanted it to either. However, there's nothing you can do about that. You just gotta practice. You just gotta practice and practice until it comes out the way you want. And even when you get really good with practice, there will still be times where you mess up and you kick yourself and you go, oh darn, I should have done better. We don't do that here. We don't do that here, because when you mess up, it gives you an opportunity to learn how to do it better, which means that you're gonna learn new skills, which is great. You can apply these new skills any way you want, any way that you feel comfortable with. So, if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Again, I'm so sorry for how awkward this video is. It's the first time I've actually ever done this, but I decided that before I delete my personal social media, I wanted to get a few videos down. I'm probably already regretting, I'm regretting that already. If there's any type of video you guys would like, whether it has to do with face painting or questions you have about face painting, or face paints or supplies, anything like that, feel free to comment below or message me privately and ask, and I can answer the best I can. Okay, I love you all. You're doing amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe or follow. I don't know what platforms this is gonna be on, but like, comment, share, whatever, and I'll try my best to keep doing this and get better with this. So let me know if you like the flower design and if there's anything you think I should have added or should add next time. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day.